Hey everyone, welcome to part 32 and the final part of my no armor, no ranged weapon, no deaths and fists only playthrough of Demon Souls. This part essentially entails completing the game by fighting the final two bosses. The first of those is old King Allant. He's the fake king, not the real king, and a lot of people kind of consider him the final boss of the game. When I beat him at the end of my first playthrough, I no damaged him. I mainly fought him with melee, but I did finish him off with magic, and I didn't find him terribly difficult at all. So I wasn't very worried about him here, even though I hadn't died yet in my no deaths playthrough. I probably should have been nervous coming up to the final boss, but I just wasn't. I thought old King Allant would be easily managed if I just kept keeping my distance. When you keep your distance, he usually either rushes at you, which is fairly easily dodged, and then you can get in a couple of hits, or he sticks his sword in the ground and does a big AoE blast, and whilst he casts that, you can generally bridge the distance and get in some hits. So I thought, if I just keep backing off and keep my distance, he'll do one of those two moves, and I should be able to get hits in on him. What I didn't know was how much damage he would take, and how long this fight would go for, but I pretty much prepared myself for a long fight and hoped it would be short, but yeah, I thought it might be a long fight. That's the rush move. So back off, here comes the rush move again, dodge it, get in some hits, and back off. That's the AoE move, which was perfect for doing a running attack, which did pretty good damage I thought really. A lot more damage compared to the little chip damage I was doing him after his rush attack. That's his soul sucker attack. If he grabs you with that, it does a ton of damage, and it also drains a soul level from you. But so long as I kept backing off from all of his attacks, there's really no need for me to worry about being hit by his soul sucker attack. I definitely wanted him to keep doing this charged AoE attack because 115 damage with each running attack was the best damage I could do against him. I remember while I was doing this fight, I started wondering why the hell I hadn't used the running attack more throughout my playthrough. It was doing a lot of damage to him compared to any other attack, and it's kind of easy to do, so yeah, I definitely regretted not having done the running attack more throughout my playthrough. Then again, I wasn't dead, I was alive, so maybe doing the running attack throughout my playthrough could have got me killed when I least expected it. But yeah, I guess there's no real reason to regret this run. This has been a pretty good run for a second playthrough. I mean, I did not expect to come this far, that's for sure. And I was doing this while sick. I'd only just come out of surgery, and I was told to relax and not do anything for a month. And the first thing I did was decide to do a difficult challenge in Demon Souls while sitting in a chair, really sick and dosed up on painkillers. So it's kind of funny that I chose to do this, and really, in hindsight, I did it all as well as I really could have, given the circumstances. Anyway, as you can see, I was right to have no reason to be worried about this fight. As long as you just keep backing off from old King Allant, he really can't do much to you. He can't get you with his most damaging moves, which are all close range, and this AoE, he can't get it off if you run in and interrupt it, so it's like, this is a very easy fight if you just dodge his ranged attacks and wait for him to do his AoE or rush attack. I really love his wispy angel wings. They're very cool. That whole fight went more or less exactly as I expected, so with old King Allant beaten, now it was time to go back to the Nexus, speak to the Maiden in Black, get transported to the final area, and defeat the final boss, the True King.
The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Now would have been the time for me to go off and do anything that I felt like I still needed to do before completing the game, but I didn't really feel like there was anything like that. I felt like I'd achieved all of my objectives. I'd played with no armor, I'd played with fists only, I hadn't had a death, I hadn't used ranged weapons, I'd killed nearly every enemy, I had explored probably 99% of the entire game, and yes, there were some items I'd missed and there were some things that I hadn't done in order to achieve my objective of staying pure white world tendency in all worlds, but overall I was very happy with my progress to this point, so I was feeling like this was a huge success and I only hoped it would stay that way with the final boss fight.
Old One, I have granted thy wish. A new demon. Come now, be good.
What a mega cool scene that is. I really love that scene. And I don't know about you, but the first time I saw that, I thought, holy shit, is that thing the boss? But it's not.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
I couldn't remember what this boss could do. I just knew it wasn't a really tough boss. I just checked there to see if there are any rings worth putting on, but obviously there weren't. There's no ring really that I'm aware of that would help you with this boss or that you would need to wear for it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I suddenly had the feeling that, oh, imagine if my weapon broke midway through this fight. So I repaired my weapon right here just in case. I didn't even bother to check whether it needed it. I just thought, I don't want that risk, not at this point. Imagine dying here, that would just be devastating. So yeah, that's why I did that.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the monumental blinded you? Whatever your choice. Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But God is merciful, and so created the Old One. Poison to poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
So yeah, the way to beat this boss is just to stick to its side and hit it from the side and not let it lunge forward and strike you, basically. A very easy boss, and really only here to form a conclusion to the storyline, I think. I don't think it was ever meant to be a difficult boss. I mean, he can probably kill you, but not if you're careful enough. He'll barely be an issue. A very easy boss, and honestly, I was very thankful for that, because right now, I had done it.
Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
Thy work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
And with that, you have two choices, a good ending or an evil ending. To get the evil ending, you kill the Maiden in Black right now. Doing that will give you the Beast Demon Soul and a Red Eye Stone. You'll get to rule the world, but you'll be robbed of a trophy, and you'll also be robbed of the Soul Sucker spell. But if you choose not to kill her, you'll get the good ending, which will give you the Maiden in Black's Demon Soul and the trophy for completing the game as a very good person. Which is what I was going to do, because my plan was to complete the game with all worlds in pure White World tendency and be a good person and not kill the Maiden in Black. That, and at the time of doing this, I had no idea killing her could give you an evil ending. I only know that now. So that's for a future run for me. But now, I got the good ending.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, was swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of the soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
And there it is, challenge completed. That was a lot of fun. Even though I was really sick when I did this, having had major surgery, I was the sickest I'd ever been in my life while I did this challenge, but it was still really great fun, and it was really great diversion for me from what I was experiencing in real life. But all that said, I absolutely loved that, and I hope you did too as you watched along. Now I'll stop talking and I'll let you watch the credits. I'll keep all of the credits in this video so that you can also listen to the very cool end credits music. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.